Good morning and welcome to Point Webster Middle School. My name is Christine Barrett, the proud principal here at Point Webster. On behalf of Superintendent Mulvey, Assistant Superintendent Perkins, and Principal of Clifford Marshall, Miss Heather Patch, I would like to welcome you all to today's Point Webster and Clifford Marshall Family Fun Run and Expo, Wellness Expo. Thank you for being here this morning. Events such as these are not possible without the many families and dedicated staff of both Point Webster and Clifford Marshall. Let's have a nice round of applause for the staff members at both schools, please. Both the Clifford Marshall and Point Webster PTOs have been working hard to prepare for this day. However, we have a very special, I don't want to say guest, very special member of the Quincy Point community who is also a Quincy School Committee member and a very devoted member of the Clifford Marshall and Point Webster families. So without further ado, I want to introduce someone to you who is very special to all of us. And that is Miss Courtney Perdios, our school committee member and facilitator of this great event. Courtney?
Thank you, Principal Barrett. So I'm here today as a mom. I'm here just like one of you. I take my school committee member hat off. That today is about our community and our families here today. So I'm so happy you guys are all here today. This is amazing. And the weather, right? This is crazy. This is our 5th year running this event, and this has been the most beautiful day. So give us a clap for the weather gods. Last year, if you were here, you might remember that it was a little drizzly, and we had all the things at Clifford Marshall inside. And it was a little crazy, a little loud. Today we have all of Marshall campus for you guys to explore once you get there, and we're really excited. Raise your hand if you knew Miss Fyander. Right? If you met her, if you had her as a teacher, if you met her once, you know how special she was. You know how amazing she was. She was beautiful on the outside and the inside. All 3 of my kids had her for 2nd grade, and I just remember how positive, how vibrant, how bright of a light she always was, and how full of life. And we are honored today to have with us today, and I can't see them. Oh, there they are right here. Members of Miss Ryander's family and friends that have come out today. Her mom, her dad, her husband, her brother. Not only did they come today, they helped. They helped set up the raffle at Marshall. So they are right there with us, part of our community, lending a hand. And I want you to know you're always part of our community and part of our family. So thank you. And we have a lot of money for that scholarship, I gotta say. So thank you to your generous donations for that. I'd like to give this back to Principal Barrett. We're going to start off. We're going to have our national anthem. I'm going to let her introduce that, and then we're going to do a warm-up right here on the turf, and then after that we'll go over some rules, and then we'll bring you right over to the start line. I also want to say thank you to our police officers who are going to be along the route. You guys see them over there? And Mr. Mike Dracchio from the Quincy Public Schools, his one phone call is all it took to get him to organize all this for us. So Mike helped out a lot. Let's give Mike Dracchio a nice round of applause too. All right, I'm going to hand it back to Principal Barrett. We'll get going real soon, I promise.
Thank you, Mrs. Perdios, and thank you all for being here today. Before we begin, we have a tradition that we've started 5 years ago, and that is the playing of our national anthem. Each year, we have students from Point Webster present the national anthem to you. So we ask if you are able to please rise. We have a flag, it's on the other side of the building, sorry about that. But before we begin, I want to introduce to you some very special students here at Point Webster. These are Point Webster's band members, and then we have our illustrious leader of the band, Dr. Chuck Wilson. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. We have Yang Kang Wu, Ellie Cheney, and Hannah Perdios, who are going to present to you the national anthem at this time. So without further ado, thank you.
gonna take it slow.